Are you ready? I was born ready.
Obviously, you're a little, aggravated by the line of questioning regarding Canelo.
I don't want to touch this, dirty, so bad, I don't want to touch his name.
I'm working on feeling the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. But sometimes I feel like a bitch. I don't want that person to come out, because when he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just, I hate that I'm scared.
It would be awesome to, being a great war, maybe with a Mexican.
Let's go! Wait, pop! Wait, pop! Wait, pop! Wait, pop! Wait, pop!
I have to put the joke.
No, hey.
Thank you for playing, man. I appreciate
Good
you.
timing, man.
Can't put predictions, man, but I definitely don't want to leave it to the judges.
Wepa! Buenas noches. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today. We are LongLiveBoxing EnVivo podcast. Siempre aquí con ustedes, Manny Marrero.
Sean El Gringo Hicks. Hey.
Woo! And we have a special guest today in the house.
Let's
he
do it.
is Mark El GUERO Vasquez.
What's up, guys? What's up? How we doing today?
Give it up. Doing great, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Bien. You're awesome,
I
man.
appreciate you having me, definitely. Especially the last week. It's a little special.
No, man. You know that we got mad love for you, bro. And we appreciate you always supporting LongLiveBoxing and everything that has to do with all the crazy stuff that we put up, we haven't put up with. You guys are always embracing us and allowing us to be part of your career in what you're doing. So talking about what you're doing, man, finally gonna see you in action. Winning event coming up this Saturday. Guys, if you don't have any of your tickets yet, you still have a chance. It's right here in Irving, Texas, Junction Center. We're gonna see this gentleman right here leading the pack in the main event. What's going through your mind right now, knowing that you're gonna be part of something special and leading these youngsters into the opportunity to capture a big belt, one of those green belts in the Big Belt Championship?
Man, no pressure, brother.
Honestly, like you said, no pressure. I've been training my ass off for this, and basically from the amateurs all the way to now. So, we just take each fight day by day, and we get better progressively every fight. And this fight is nothing different. We just continue to get better and do our thing as we train for inside the ring.
What's different now? I mean, we've seen you in the past. Of course, you grow, you mature, you learn from your mistakes. But what is different now?
I'm a whole different fighter. Every fight, I try to progress and I try to come out with a new loro. Whether it's distinguishing different skills, different footwork, different head movement, chasing the fighter down or boxing a little bit better. Each fight is going to get sharper and sharper. But I definitely do say it's you can't wait to fight night to see it.
You definitely have one of the hottest, corner here in the Metroplex. Very active, very busy. Also as well training at a sweat boxing gym here in Irving, Texas. Guys in the gym, hey, these guys are awesome. They've handled your career pretty well. What are some of the things that to get to that elite level? I know we talked in the past a little bit, and you got in the past were some issues and some of the things, opponents and things of that. But at the same time, I think sometimes you have to take care of some of the things you can control. And of course, your corner has done that. Specifically father, also as well Hector Vasquez. What are some of the things they're doing with you to be able to
Coach,
get you to that level?
And we got Coach Ruben Yasasi.
And Coach Ruben Yasasi.
Yes, sir. I don't want to leave my coach out also.
Absolutely not.
Don't do that, man. It's more
do that.
Honestly, like you said, we can't do anything about the certain things. We had a lot of fights turned in for the past two events, and we just had a bunch of fighters pull out, and we sent in the contract. We never hear nothing back, and then it finally came down to it. This last guy, said okay and stuff like that. So, we can only do so much. Getting ready. I know we train and we dropped weight, and we did everything for those other fights, just like we did normally here for this one as well. But it's just an unfortunate event that we didn't get somebody to come off at the end.
Is it more of COVID?
Now we're confirmed and we're signed. We're doing everything all well, good and done.
Right. Is it more of COVID, whether your opponents are not be able to fight, or is they just pull out? Do you know why? Is it? And I know it has to frustrate you, right? Because you take a lot of time, investing not only with your family but also with your job and also training hard, and then all of a sudden, you get your fans pumped up like ourselves, and when the time comes out, it's like I don't have an opponent. They pull out. So what's going on with that?
Honestly, I really don't know all the details of what happened and stuff like that. I don't really know too much, but all I know is, wow, okay, hold on. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh man, go on, brother.
Yeah. My lights went off.
Nah, man, you got to make your entrance. That's what that was.
Right? The Undertaker.
Undertaker.
No, like I was saying, I really don't know too much information about what's going on, stuff like that. I just know that they gave me a contract and I signed off on it, and we're ready to fight. And they gave me another one, and things like that. I don't know exactly too much of the details. I was just training for whoever was in front of me. Absolutely. But this guy here, that gave the okay, don't know too much about him. He's kind of like a mysterious guy. No, he has more fights than shown, so they said.
So this is a different guy right now. It's not the I think last time we've seen through social media, so it was someone from another country. Is that still the case?
Yeah. I think it's
from Ghana.
From Ghana. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't know too much about him, stuff like that, but it's not something that we probably haven't seen or figured out or anything like that from anybody. They said he has more fights than what is shown, like unsanctioned and stuff like that. But I really don't know too much information. We seen one fight, and that's all we needed to really see.
Absolutely. Got a quick shout out. We got to go to for those listening on our podcast audio version. We appreciate you and checking in on this video clip as well. Clarence McLean, hardest working man in social media boxing network. Long live boxing. Peace, my brother. Peace to you. Shout out.
Sir.
And man, I think this guy, Mark.
Look at that.
Pops. Coach Mark. He is ready. Let's help him out with sparring to close out camp. I don't know if you know this or not, but you went social media viral, sir. People were like, who's that guy with Errol Spence? Wow. Who's that? And I'm sure people were asking you, well, of course, if they knew you, but what was it like? And kind of talk about how that came about. I know you've worked with the Charlos before. So did Coach Derek James reach out to you? Can you touch a little bit on that?
Honestly, we just needed some solid sparring, some really good durable sparring to close out camp. And I think my dad and Derek got in contact with each other, and EJ was able to go ahead and go. He gives us a thumbs up, and he said, just show up at the gym. So we did. We did about 2 days, 2 or 3 days worth of sparring, and then I appreciate EJ because he's not getting ready for a fight or anything. He just came in, give me some solid rounds, stuff like that. But hats off to my man. He's sharp, he's ready. He's in shape. Anybody who says otherwise and stuff like that is wrong. Dude's sharp and he's in shape, man.
No, that's
sharp
great.
is in shape, right? And you got the first touch on that, right? So
yeah,
nothing bothering him. He's just the same old guy with the same talent and world champ.
Definitely. He's strong, man. Dude's strong. He's tough. He's ready. He's ready to go. That's all I gotta say. But no, it was a solid work, solid rounds with him, and I'm very appreciative to get that to close out this camp.
Yeah. No. So he's got something that every boxer dreams of course. One of them, money, the fame, but I think more important being that world champion. It's that last piece of the puzzle. All the hard work that you've done in your career. The minute you're about stepping in the ring with him, what were your emotions? What are you thinking? I know you're probably in the zone and focus, but anything you can tell us through that moment? I mean, I just can't imagine, being there and you're like, wow, what was that about?
I mean, I sparred him before in the past, but I definitely do say coming on this time, we're both elevated. We both elevated from that past point, but you can't let your nerves get ahead of you inside the ring. So, whether it's him or whether it's Floyd or Canelo or whoever the case is. Of course, you know, you just got to stay calm, cool, collective, and, you know, do your thing in there and work on what you came to work on. And, you know, that's all we did there. You know, we tried the things that we thought was going to work, and we moved around and new things for this fight here. And we just kept it solid.
Yeah, definitely. The one thing I can definitely appreciate, I can tell that Coach Mark and Coach Isasi is definitely working on, you know, improving something each time we see you fight. We see something new, some nuance that you're adding to it, more head movement, boxing more. Because, you know, honestly, total respect, brother. But when I first saw you, you just overwhelmed your opponents. Now you outthink them, then you overwhelm them. So you got the whole package, and you're becoming more of a well-rounded boxer. So definitely that's great that you're having this opportunity. What thing are you most proud of that you feel yourself? You kind of look at, you know what, I've gotten way better at that. I mean, is it your patience, ring IQ, your combination, footwork? What thing do you point to? And like, when I first started, when I first started, I was here, but now I'm in a different place, and it's got me prepared to go to the next level where I want to be.
Honestly, one thing that I've had over this time is maturing and able to think, you know, steps and steps ahead to break the fighter down, stuff like that. And I do say, no disrespect or anything about all that stuff, but I do say, on my first couple of fights, it was off of a 3-year layoff. So, of course, I did have a little nerves coming in there and things like that. But now that I'm, you know, getting all my ring work in there and all these rounds in, I'm feeling more and more comfortable. And I do say, along with everything and the hard work that Hector, my dad, and Ruben are putting inside here, each time I step in the ring, you know, and I feel more at home, and, you know, things that I can maneuver and get creative on at the same time, feeling comfortable inside the pocket while everything's going off. So, you know, it's just like you said, it's a better fighter coming out more and more. And it's a new things every single time, and I'm just trying to work on them to get better and better.
Yeah, definitely. Because, you know, one thing that I noticed is that you're making the fights look easier because you just have elevated your game so much. You know, you're fighting better opponents, it's more challenges, bigger guys even, right? But you're still handling in, you know, a pretty easy fashion because you have elevated your game so much. And what's the main thing you think that has contributed to that? I know you said maturity, but as far as what is there something specific that you've done to incorporate that has maybe changed that? I mean, you don't want to give away the secret sauce. Don't do that, Mark. But
I got 2 steps for you: hard work, dedication.
All right.
No, you know, it's like I live here inside the gym, like you said. From the past fights, you know, I've missed out on some stuff, and, you know, I haven't been able to hang out with family as much, or, you know, I had to miss out on work and things like that. But, you know, we constantly stay here inside the gym, and we put in all the hard work every single time, every single day, and you know, we just progressively get better and better each time. Or, you know, sometimes we take days just to work on certain things to make sure that we can pack it down so we can go full-fledged the next day and, you know, use it into full effect. And I definitely do say, coming around this time, I think these last 2 fights that I wasn't able to fight, you know, I kind of got everything pulled up, you know, from those, and I was learning the whole entire way. So I'm using everything I can, you know, just to look at as good or better for this fight here coming up.
No, absolutely, man. I love that, you know, and great comment here from a man, JC, ATP Network. A lot of talent in Grand Prairie, and definitely got proof showing right here with my man.
Still, we drink the tap water. That's why.
Did you ever see yourself? Because I know in the past you were placed in a spot a couple of times in where all of a sudden you became in the main event. You know, for different reasons. And, you know, I know that we had a conversation before that it kind of helped you and elevate your mindset to a different game, and then to really be able to showcase your talent and being able to get, you know, attract those fans to come in and see what you have. Now there's a huge talented pool here, especially with, you know, Saturday event, which we have 7 different fights and, you know, for the Big Belt Championship. How do you feel leading the pack and being able to being on that main event? You are not competing for any of these belts, but you are the main event. What does that do to you and to your career to mentor some of these kids, including one of your stablemates, which is Ruben Isasi, also will be going in won these belts as well. But how's that feeling with you in terms of like, you know, being that mentor? And previous to that, I'm sure you had other mentors as well, but this is your chance. This is your opportunity. I'm here and I'm looking down. Here comes this kids and they see me like that more like a mature boxer.
Yeah, no, you know, it's an honor to be main event. You know, it's not nothing that I asked for or anything like that. They just, you know, I don't care if I fight the first fight or fifth fight or last fight, but you know, and then they told me that I was the main event. It's an honor, and you know, to go out there and you know, seal down the show. You know,
Yeah.
I love to go blood, sweat, and tears on my sleeve. You know, for my fans, for my family, and you know, everybody that's out there to go see the fight. But as for like being a mentor or anything like that, I just hope that whenever they watch me and you know they see the things that I'm putting on and see the things that I'm doing inside the ring, and I hope that they can, you know, just take something specific or something that they like and use it, you know, in their own way or better.
Awesome. I got a great comment here from Coach Mark. He sparred, not me or Manny. Mark sparred with Marcus Brown as well. So you're definitely, as they say in the streets, getting it in. So man, what was that like, brother? Because man, he can box. You know, he's
what's going on with these lights?
Nah, man, you're just a celebrity, man. They're just trying to paparazzi.
No, we got a
sensor going off.
What the sensor is right now in the office. Yeah, no, I just sparred with Marcus Brown. It was a good sparring. It was just the guy was extremely big, man. I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah, man, like a twin tower going against him, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So you know, we had to use different angles, and you know, I had to definitely get out of my comfort zone instead of boxing, and you know, try to like rough things up or you know, close the gap a lot in. But you know, it taught me a lot. Not only for you know, just trying to get in there and bank stuff like that, but like different avenues and different angles to use, you know, for just in case different scenarios, because you never know who you're gonna fight. So it was a good learning experience.
No, definitely, man. I love hearing that. You know, and I gotta ask. You know, we've done this several times. We've had the honor of interviewing a couple of times, and of course, the fat guy is going to be asking you about the weight. But I am curious to find out because you have no issues with weight, something I envy greatly. And you know, you're tall, you're athletic, and you have great conditioning from your team, your support there at Sweat, and your pops and Coach Isasi. Where do you feel the most comfortable as far as campaigning? Because I know it can also be an issue in regards of getting fights because you're like, this guy is 6'1", 6'2", like built like a rock, you know, and he's got, you know, a shot and jab, you know. No, I mean, I was talking about Manny, but yeah, no. No, but you have these attributes. If you go down more, that makes it even harder. So where do you feel the most comfortable though, and your team have you guys talked about as far as the best move for the division for Mark?
As of right now, we're campaigning at 160 middleweight. You know, and I feel super comfortable at it. You know, I have no problem making weight or anything like that. Of course, we've talked about going down to 154. Not too sure when. I mean, because you know, I'm making 160 pretty easy, but not too sure when or what kind of fights that they're looking at. But I know we're in the talks of maybe going down to 154 to see how we handle it, and then you know, but as of right now, I'm comfortable, no problem at all. 160 currently.
Yeah, definitely. My brother Manny mentioned it, and I kind of go talk about, you know, that brother relationship. So, you know, he is a stablemate, but he's actually even more. Jakey Snake Isasi, shout out to him. He's got a huge. Talk about the emotion of going into that. I mean, are you trying not to think about it? I know last time you just embraced it, you're like, screw it. I'm going to walk in with him. I know I got to fight next, and you had your gloves on. That was actually one of my favorite moments from the fight.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys do it again, hey, no problem here. You got my vote. But what is your mindset? Are you trying not to think about it, or you're just embracing it, you like encourage him, and you know, you're just going to kind of go with it and go along with him on the journey? Because that's a lot of emotion for both of y'all to carry, to be honest.
Yeah, no, definitely. And one thing I do say is when I step out there and I go and I walk with them to the ring, like I just remind them that this is his moment. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Even if I wasn't fighting or anything like that, I'm still gonna walk out with him. So that if I'm fighting, I'm still gonna walk out with him, and I expect him to walk out with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a brother to me. You know, we trained from whenever we were smaller, coming up and things like that. And I definitely do say, you know, I just try to, you know, it's a surreal moment for the both of us. And for his time of a walkout, it's all him, and everything like that. I just kind of walk down with him as a brother and as a stablemate, and kind of cheer him on, let him know that I'm here for him. Yeah. And then I go to the back room and watch him and stuff like that. And he does the same thing whenever I walk out. He's always there with me as well.
No, man, that's great to have that kind of support.
And he seems to be a very humble kid. I mean, we spoke with him quite a few times, and one of the things that stuck to me is, I think it was like in the second round, or I think the first round of Big Belt Championship. I had a conversation with your dad, and he had mentioned something very interesting, and he is trained to basically go all in and leave it in the ring, and that's what we've seen. Where do you think he gets that, insane energy and that focus? And I know he's gotten hit pretty hard a couple of times. He's just a brawler,
man.
Right? Yeah. Where does he get that?
I could say he gets it from his dad to the max.
Mr. Ruben.
His dad stays on his ass 24/7, man. I'm telling you. And just like my dad, that I don't know, maybe it's the dad's training the fighters or something like that, but I'm telling you, they stick it harder than anybody else, whether it's foul language.
Yeah, because your dad not easy either, man. Your dad tough. Your dad can tell it to you like it is. You know what I mean?
And he's like, "Well, I'm a coach now. I'm going to tell you how it is, and this is how it's going to get done. I don't care."
BS.
You know what I mean? And no, he definitely gets that energy from his dad, and he just makes it coming into fight time and stuff like that, and he just transferred into his own way, going in to get things done.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said that, the Southern Junction Tejas is like a home away from home. You fought there several times, but the atmosphere is going to be different. Because obviously the Boxing Showcase, shout out to them, the WBC involvement, just more notoriety and publicity, and just kind of you raising your stature too, as far as like, social media and you sparring and just people getting more familiar with you. Have more people been like, hey, how can I get tickets? How can I go there? What kind of atmosphere are you expecting for such an event? I mean, young guys putting it all out there, trying to get a real green belt, not no memorabilia. I'm talking about a real one.
Yeah,
that's going to be insane.
Well, I'm expecting it to look like a holiday, like the 4th of July. You know what I mean? From the fighters to the fans. I'm expecting fireworks all over, some screaming, some yelling, some excitement, some cheering. It might get a little rigid from time to time, because people have favorites and fighters and stuff like that. Yeah. But I definitely do say that this crowd and these fighters are going to come out with full of excitement and action.
Absolutely. And
Two legends are going to be part of that too as well. We know for this week that Boxing Showcase revealed that former world champion Eric El Terrible Morales will be attending the event, as well as Orlando City Salido.
That's crazy.
Knowing these guys, the way they build their legacy, and knowing how after retirement, and I know they had a fight schedule, had to cancel, postpone it, due to unfortunate reasons, but knowing that they're gonna be their presence, and how does that build up to you to be able to focus and not really pay too much attention? Or do you want to be able to impress and for them to be able to say, oh wow, or give you some any kind of tips or hits or anything? But how is that will affect you possibly that night coming up on Saturday?
Honestly, it's an honor to fight in front of two legends, and it just adds more excitement behind me just to get in there and showcase everything I can. It just it just makes me kind of want to get nitty and gritty inside there to really show them that I am the one, and I have the talent, and I want to come out there and I want to show everybody what El Güero's made of.
No, absolutely, man. One thing that I would like to know, and we would like to know, and obviously the people that are watching and listening, shout out to you guys who are definitely going to support Marco Güero Vasquez. Big things are coming.
Absolutely. We'll be
Speaking of those big things, what makes, we got to ask, brother, it's a brand new year, right? 2022, a good year to you is what, career-wise for you?
Honestly, I want to work my way up the ranks and trying to fight for a small title, get some good recognition going on. I think I'm ready, and I really feel like I'm at that talent and that talent level. I'm at that age, and I really just want to take some good opportunities and showcase my skills.
Absolutely.
Promotional wise, you know, are you who are you currently with? Are you seeking any promotion? Are you still with the previous promotion company? Is it your dad family still I mean, can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
I'm actually a free agent right now.
A free agent?
I'm not signed with anybody at all.
Okay.
I don't have any promoters or anything like that I'm, you know, signed with or anything.
Is that something that
I know I'm in talks with, you know, with some currently right now.
Okay.
You know, I can't really say any names because nothing's official or anything like that. But I definitely just say, of course, things are in the works and stuff like that. But just as of right now, just working our ass off inside the gym.
Grind.
You know, whatever
happen,
comes out or whatever's better, you know, we go ahead and take that deal.
Yeah, and that's great. You know, the better you look, the better you feel, the more options are going to come, and then you're going to get the best deal for you, your family, and everybody involved. It's just going to be a deal that makes the most sense. And I like that you're in a situation right now where you are a free agent because, like, you are ascending. You know, you're going in the right direction with your career and your development. So it's got to feel good that, and this is just on the outside looking in. I think, you know, you're a shooting star and, you know, things are really kind of coming together. So those negotiations should really go in your favor, my brother. So we're definitely
appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you, man. Definitely.
How's your hand? Feeling better?
Oh, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no worries at all. It feels
There
great.
It's ready to go.
I've been hitting solid with it. You know, I've done all types of stuff. I even my dad even joked around. He's like, man, he goes, it looks fat on one end, you know, because I guess the calcium buildup, stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, it's just my turkey meat, you know what I'm saying? It gives me the extra grip power, you know, when I get to close my hands, it gives me extra grip. It's fine. I haven't had any problems with it at all, you know, and from sparring, training, bag work, all types of good stuff, and nothing at all. So, you know, that's all good.
Yeah. So do we expect to see a more cautious GUERO inside the ring? I know you get a little excited inside the ring. You're gonna have a lot of stuff on you, but you know, I mean, you know, that couple of fights that we've seen with you, you know, it's just are we gonna start seeing that, you know, consistent? Because I know last fight, yes, you were, and I think you learned from your mistakes. Is that something that you want to continue to control, to be able to be more technical, to be able to work with that jab and being able to, you know, bring that power sometime, you know, when it occurs?
Yeah, no, definitely. We're definitely gonna do that each fight, and, you know, continue to get better with, you know, staying more compact, controlled, and things like that. Just because we are getting later, you know, we're gonna start getting for 6, 8, 10 rounders and stuff like that, and, you know, you can't really act, you know, overly crazy, you know, with that type of stuff. You know, so you got to get ready for the later rounds. But, you know, I continue to work on that each sparring and stuff like that, just to stay controlled. And, you know, whenever the explosion is going to come out, well, I got to go back to my old ways, and, you know, we get the rumbling.
I know, right? This is a 6-rounder?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We like the old ways.
I know. Yeah.
Shout out.
Like the old ways, but we want to see the new and improved. The new and improved.
You can never leave a little flavor. So whenever, you know, people get hurt and things like that, it's always going to come out no matter what.
Those that know that Mark is literally at the gym right now. He is a gym rat. He took time. You know, he just literally finished training. You know, appreciate that.
Shout out to the gym right here. We're in the office.
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is commitment, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, that's what it is. A shout out to everyone that's jumped on board today. Puerto Rican Rum, Jaime Garza, appreciate you, man. Hey, McClain, appreciate you, bro. Hope to see you guys soon. You know, in our show, JC. Thank you so much for your support. ACP guys, man, on fire. And like JC said, lots of talent here in Grand Prairie, Texas. And we got here none other than Mark El GUERO Vasquez.
All right. So we know that you've been getting amazing support. Obviously, your family. I'm going to make a prediction, not for the fight, because I know you're going to go ahead and get that win by knockout, but I'm going to predict you're going to have the largest crowd in attendance. You know, between you and Jake, I think it's going to be probably one of the larger crowds in attendance.
I can't hear anything. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me? Well, he gets the audio going on. Papa comes out and said things are coming his way, which we knew it was going to come his way. He's a hardworking guy, hardworking family. From signing to big name trainers, for now, stay humble, and we should know in a few weeks. A lot of stuff are happening. That this
man, you dropping some nuggets, Coach. We appreciate you.
I know. Yeah, appreciate it.
So I'll take that, Mark. I don't think you can't hear us right now.
He hears. You probably can hear.
Let me see if I kick him out real quick and put him back in. Mark, can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear anything.
Okay.
You want me to try to leave and then come back?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen, just having a little technical problems right now. But
let me send him a message.
With Mark El Güero Vasquez. Listen, he's going to be fighting at the main event this coming up Saturday.
Okay.
All right. January 29th. That's going to be at the Junction Center. This is the finale of the Big Belt Championship. We're going to have approximately 7 fights, and all those fights are going to be for a green belt WBC. These are youngsters. They're rejuvenating their career, or some of them they're elevating their career to the next level, and they made it to the finale. It's going to be great. 2 of the legends will be in attendance, that night. That's going to be Eric El Terrible Morales and also Orlando City Salido, and I'm sure they'll be ringside watching this youngster grow. We do appreciate their support here in Metroplex, coming in and shouting out, and big shout out to the Boxing Showcase for allowing us to be part of your family and being able to cover some of these fights. And they said it. They said, Sean, they said they're going to come in 2022. It's going to be a huge year for them. Finale for the Big Belt Championship. But I can't wait to hear what they have right after this tournament ends. Let's see what they come up with. But I know it's going to be great stuff, to get these guys active here in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that are listening, Mark, we have technical issues. No problem. We apologize that. But we don't apologize for telling you about what greatness is going to happen on Saturday night in the Southern Junction Center, 101 North Rogers Road, Irving, Texas. It's going to be a great night. They do have tickets still available. No more tables available, but they do have
tables are gone, guys.
Yep. They go pretty quickly. And like I said, it's going to be a great night. The Boxing Showcase always puts on a great quality show. It's the grand finale. It's the end. They have 2 phases, this one and then another one that's going to be February 5th. That's going to be in Odessa, Texas. But this is the one you definitely want to see.
Yeah, and not only that, they have some other contenders going in for the one of those green belts. And listen, no matter what kind of seat you get, the venue, it you can see everything from every corner. So there's no problems or issue whatsoever. Just be there and support the local talent here in the Dallas, Texas. Also Fort Worth. I don't want to leave them behind because they have also great talented kids coming up from FPG, and also Ben the Hill Gourmet. He has stole the heart from many of us as fans. Fighting here at the Junction Center, making his second home. He's from Fort Worth, and he's also going to be part of that. Of this great event this coming up Saturday. You can't miss it. The EnVivo podcast crew will be there. We're going to miss you, Sean. But if you want to fly up here from Houston, man,
hey,
you this is your home away from home.
I've been known to do it, and that is a home away from home.
That's right.
Ringside Reporter, I need to pull up to Texas one of these days. Brother, if you do, I'm going to go ahead and put it there on wax. We will have the biggest tailgate of all time, and don't even know what's going on. So if you come down, it's going down. That's as we say in Texas.
Let us know. And ladies and gentlemen, hey, if you are out there at the event and you see one of these crazy guys from the EnVivo podcast crew, hey, just shout out. We'll be happy to talk to you. We'll be happy to hang around a little bit, have a couple of beverages, and enjoy a spectacular night in boxing. Which is a privilege to be able to have these things, especially around this pandemic.
All right. So, got a quick comment here from Coach Mark. Lots of action from these kids. Man, it's going to be a war for all the fighters. Absolutely. Let's see if we can fix the technical issues with Mark so he can send his proper goodbye and shout outs to his supporters. Mark, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what was going on.
We got your back.
I lost you guys there, and I was like, man, what the heck happened? I was like, let me go run and grab a little bit. Let me settle something. But yeah, all right, we're good. We're back in action.
All right. So thank you for doing that. Man, this guy ran after he ran and did all his workouts, and this guy's a warrior in and outside the ring. But we want to make sure we stayed on here, and shout out to your props for letting us know to stay on here. send your proper shout out to supporters, everybody, and just how much it means to you for their support and how important it is that they continue to support you, because this is only the beginning, and Saturday is one of those key chapters to a great story written by you, sir. Take it away.
I want to give a big shout out to all my fans, my supporters, my family. I couldn't do it without you guys. You know, y'all the ones that push me, you know, each moment throughout the day. And, you know, every time I come inside the gym to have a new and improve at Water, every time we go out there and fight. I want to give a big shout out to my sponsors, DWF, Texas Tires 11. I want to give a big shout out to City College Sports Center, Flow for Law. I want to give a big shout out to Showing Off Egg Rolls. I have a big shout out to Sweatboxing as well. I couldn't do it without these guys also, man. Giving me my second home and then allowing me to train inside a facility that, you know, it's great and professional inside here. I couldn't do it without these guys. Of course, I gotta give another shout out to LongLiveBoxing. I gotta give Hector, Ruben, and my pops, of course, especially, you know, since birth. Even though you don't want to give him one of these from time to time when he's inside the gym, but I gotta love him no matter what.
Can you spar with me for like 20 seconds, Dad? I just need to get something out.
Yeah, I'd be like, that had a long day. Let's go. It's been one round. No, but no, it definitely is the toughest love that I've had, and you know, I couldn't be more appreciative for that, because it pushes me each time I come inside the gym, and you know, sometimes I'm like, man, dude, you're always on my ass, but. You know, I gotta love it at the end of the day, because it brings that next level out of me.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
No gain, and I think always dads knows what's best, and I think that you have learned that, and I think the most important, we've known you guys for quite some time, and I think you guys know how to separate, you know, being a trainer, being a coach, being a mentor, and being also a father, and you are a father as well, so you kind of do understand that part of it. You know, we appreciate, man, the friendship, because we're family. And it's genuine, and we know that you're gonna have our support in good times, in bad times, and no matter what. You know, LongLiveBoxing, this is your house. Anytime you want to jump on board with us, anything you have to say. As a matter of fact, Papa spit out something early there. If you want to spit it out through our social media and everything, you want to be on the show and say who's gonna be your new, you know, your new promoter. We're here to just listen and zip it. But if you want to shout it out next week or whenever you get it. It's going to be a very happy moment. We'll celebrate that, but we're definitely going to celebrate with you this coming up Saturday, because I can feel it. We're about to see something amazing, and everything you've been waiting for, it's going to happen this coming up Saturday. I just hope that, you know, COVID doesn't mess it up, and then we can still see, and, you know, you can showcase your skills, you know, around this all you guys and all your fans.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And, you know, like I said before, I put y'all in my trunks, and, you know, always shout you guys out no matter what, because
that was
straight from the beginning, you know, before any hype or anything like that. You guys always supported. You guys always shouted me out, put me out there. Like, you know, it made me feel hella special. And, you know, y'all kind of put that fire inside me to keep, you know, each day. And I was like, man, these guys always believe in me, man. I was like, I gotta kick this ass in this gym, and I gotta train my hardest. I was like, because these guys are, you know, putting me out there like that. I gotta back it up every single time. And, you know, I truly thank you guys for always doing that, for real.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We appreciate you, man.
And before we go, meaning that we've sparred. He did not take it easy. I thought he'd rip my face open, but look what he says later on. He was grounded after that sparring session.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like we're out of here.
My goodness.
Again. So out of here, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you listen to the audio podcast, much love and respect. We're out of here. We're going to go ahead and go with our outro, which is part of the ACP. Much love to them. And if you haven't subscribed to all the channels, please do now for great real boxing talk. Yeah. We always hate us, debate us, but if you want real boxing talk, you want to go to the Real Boxing channels. That's the HCP network. And check my brother and myself out tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock. On the Round Table on El Maestro's channel.
Eastern or Central Time?
Eastern. So 7 o'clock Central Time.
7 o'clock Central.
Right. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be good stuff. And also, this is going to be an audio version as well. So share with a friend. We out. Wrong one. Where we at? Got too many things. And here we go.
It's Maestro A. It's Kenny T. I'm back in New York City after a weekend in Las Vegas.
When we got Power Punchers episode 2, episode dos. Hit that like button as you come in.
Your boy Dave from the 408 coming to you all the way from my podcast studio in San Jose, Califas. You know what time it is. It's time for the shoe shine.
Everyone, welcome to Al Chile. We got my partners in crime, Run PMC and Nopal with us and visiting us for the first time. Al Chile means keeping it
style boxing. Thanks to those joining me live. Those that be joining me here on Archive. I've been joined by the new co-host of ATP, Nancy, from the Boxing Republic.
It's my birthday, and then obviously, you know, Red says to me, you know, these are my girls. You have to make sure you do the interview for them. I said, you know what? Even though it's my birthday, we'll do it. No problem.
Oh, you're amazing.
So
appreciate
it.
Thank you so much.
All-star panel, the round table, number 58. Really good weekend.
Seguimos en vivo. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Como siempre, Mari Marrero.
Sean El Gringo Hicksa.
Hopper.
Hey.
Always breaking it down like it is, like it should.
Welcome to the Ringside Reporters Show, where we talk about the latest boxing news. If it's related to boxing, we're going to talk about it right here. My name is Eric Lorta, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Habib.